What is the difference between a man and a woman? Between a black person and a white person? Between a gay or lesbian person and a straight person? And here's a question. If someone can hate a gay person solely because it's in the Bible, then why can't that same person say that having slaves is okay because it's in the Bible? All of this is racism. But what is racism? Oxford Dictionary defines racism as prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against someone of another race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. This pretty much means hate towards someone of a different race because you think that your race is better. Racism includes things from hateful words to assault and murder. Some large groups include the KKK and neo-Nazis. The KKK was a group of racist extremists who were well known for slaughtering black people, though they also slaughtered Jewish people and Catholics. They were well known for burning people at stakes and hanging them. Nobody knows why they did this, but it still happened. Next, the neo-Nazis. After World War II, people who believed in Adolf Hitler's beliefs and actions began forming a group of people. They named themselves after Hitler's army, the Nazis. They mainly slaughtered Jewish people. A well-known group of neo-Nazis was called the National Alliance. It was led by William Pierce, who wrote a book called The Turner Diaries. The group mainly produced assassins, bombers, and bank robbers. After William Pierce's death, however, the group began to split apart. The question is, though, where did these groups originate? Where did they come from? I think they came along with racism. A very old example of racism that I thought of was in the Bible, where it states, "Now these are the rules that you shall set before them. When you buy a Hebrew slave, they shall serve 6 years, and on the 7th they shall go free for nothing." Now the Bible goes into deeper explanation on things like this, but this example I thought was racist because it segregated Hebrew people as lesser than, say, a Christian reading who has the Bible. And some of the first examples in America include the very start of America, where people thought the natives to be monsters. And from there, people used to think of slavery. But really, slavery in America, using the triangular trade, could have been entirely by it being an easy route. Also, it is said that the Africans willingly traded their people to the Americans, which could have also helped with it being easier than, say, enslaving an Asian or something, or another white person. And from there, we have things like the Civil War, which was slightly based on slavery. And is it possible to stop racism, though? The answer is yes and no. Yes, it is physically possible to stop racism, but it's not quite that simple. You see, racism has become sort of like an emotion, like a feeling that people have that can't easily be rid of. Racism is something that's inside everybody. The proof? On Harvard's website, there are tests you can take that show if you have like a strong opinion for one thing over the other. One of those tests is on skin tone. It is on a light skin tone over dark skin tone, and your automatic preference for it. Last year, Harvard decided to record some of the answers for the quiz, or for the test that was taken. And here's what it got. 28% of people, 24% of people have a strong automatic preference for light-skinned people over dark-skinned people. 28% of people have a moderate automatic preference for light-skinned people over dark-skinned people. 17% of people have a slight automatic preference for light-skinned people over dark-skinned people, me included. 19% of people have little to no automatic preference between the skin tones. And here's where the numbers are sad. Only 7% of people have a slight automatic preference for dark-skinned people over light-skinned people. 5% of people that took the quiz have a moderate automatic preference for dark-skinned people over light-skinned people. And a mere 2% of people have a strong automatic preference for dark-skinned people over light-skinned people. This is insane. And the website says that over 50% of the people that took this quiz reported having no automatic preference between the skin tones. This proves that most everyone is racist, but does not know it. So how do we stop it?
Delete.
I think that we can all get together, everyone, and put aside our differences. Now it sounds impossible, but it's happened before. Like the American Revolutionary War, for example. In the bigger example, the Roman Civil War. That war caused a war with the Romans between many other civilizations. And this is what happened. Both sides of the people in the Roman Civil War got together, despite their differences, to fight off the other civilizations. Though ultimately losing, they put aside their differences to fight a bigger cause. I think that now we can do the same thing. But the hardest part will be getting the problem out there. But that can only begin with the people. I think that one day we can stop racism. Maybe not today, tomorrow, or even a year from now, but one day. One day all the pain and suffering from every race will end, and everyone will be equal. It's even starting now with cinema, because there's a new rule in cinema where you have to have at least 2 black people in a movie, and at least 2 women that have a conversation between each other in a movie, or else it is not like published. But that's only now. Now we look to the future, and now we wait.